All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Do a little golden tea. Why not? Hope everybody's night is going well so far. Had a couple matches. Camera just fell. Had a couple matches here. See if I can get this to look right. After I knocked it over. All right, that's not too bad. All right, let's play the one against Jacob. Hopefully everybody's winding down, getting ready for the holidays. Coming real soon now. Which is crazy to think. It's almost upon us. All right. Ooh, do you think we can get over the tree there? We might be able to. We made it. That was a good shot. 526. Oh, tree ball. All right, we got through it. What's up, Marty? Those damn trees. Oh, Paladin, you're going to be playing shortly? Golden Tee or something, or different golf? How are you guys doing? Everybody getting geared up for the holidays? It's fast approaching us now. I thought yesterday was Friday. That was way off in the week. Yeah. You got a bunch of challenges to get to? Yeah, you do. Vacation is on. Wait, are you in Vegas already, Marty, or you're flying out tomorrow? But yeah, vacation's on. I'm excited. Just had a few things come up with work yet today and hammered them out. But for the most part, I was pretty relaxed. Pretty relaxing day. Oh, Saturday. Okay, that's right. You told me that. Yeah, I was way off. I literally I was out here in the game room messing around with a 3D printer, putting the pinball machine back together. And I was like, oh man, this is a cool Friday. No, wait a second, only Tuesday. What the hell? I don't know why I thought it was Friday yesterday. Oh, I just missed it. Yeah, I was way off. See if that goes over. Oh, too much curve. All right, let's do it again. The wind really didn't push it much. Not as much as I thought it should have. Yeah, take a vacation, Marty. Love it. Enjoy it. Been a it's been a weird year for a lot of us and weirder for others. So hopefully we get a good reset into 2024 and start fresh. Get a little bit of break from work. Spend some time with the fam, recharge. I think we can make this in one shot. Oh, I made that eagle. Nice. Sorry, Jacob, that minus 11. Oh, Smog accepted the challenge. All right, let's play the one against Marty. I need to set the camera up so it stops falling. There we go. Might do it. Let's see, how bad does it look? I think it's better like that. Maybe a little lower. I tend to hit in the water a lot on this one. So hopefully I don't do that here. Barely got over. Oh man, didn't skip all the way in. Ooh, eagle on number one. I feel super tired today. I don't know if it was just it wasn't really a long day. I don't know what was going on today. The weather's getting colder. Put the heater on in the house, so you're just toasty all day. Oh, nice. Oh, there's not that much wind. Oh no. Oh, water ball. Almost times two. It's a long way to get par there. Oh, let the wind and the downhill take it. Oh, didn't take it enough. It got there, just didn't curve as much as I thought it was going to. Whoa! What up, Dimmy? How you doing, man? I do have the pig mask at home. It only comes out on special occasions. How you doing, man? Good old our French buddies around. It's been a while. I know. What have you been up to, man? Doing great, dude. Um, another day, getting closer to the holidays, getting getting to relax and not work a bit. Hard to complain about that. Nice, a nice recharge this time of the year. That's for sure. Oh man, just missed it. That would have been a good hole out. Yeah. Speaking of holidays, what are you doing? You going to Vegas? That's right. Holiday brisket. um, good grief sent me a message that following day. After we were talking about brisket. That was pretty funny. All right, Dandy. Let's play Dandy Goat. Man, I wonder if you could get it shipped to you, get some brisket shipped to you. I bet you could. There's got to be. I know there's online services, but I don't know if they're just if they just ship to the states. That's the unknown. Oh, look at the little crocodile. He's cute. I'm gonna turn the other heater on. It's cold where I'm standing. I upgraded the hardware in my in one of my pinball cabs, Demi. I put a new, CPU and motherboard memory in it. It's running a lot faster. New hard drive. I did an M2. Put glass. Man, it's so much different. And then you add the new effects of VPX.8 with the cab, with all the different views they have now. Man, that is so killer. I was playing a little bit of AC/DC earlier with some putt pack by some asshole. Not very good, but the table looks amazing. It's so crazy now, and the performance was good. I mean, like really good. So I'm glad I didn't sell them because I was going to. I was selling them for a while before we left. Before we moved, I was selling them. What's up, Grief? Oh, Marty's gonna play FX3. Oh, that's right. It's Wednesday. Yeah. See, my days are all messed up this week. I might have to fire up the cabin and play around. Actually, that would be funny. I need to install OBS and NDI on the cab, and then I could stream me playing bad in a tournament, and then switch back and forth. I got to retake that shot. I can make that. Wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, Jimmy, that's how I was today. I was like, man, so much shit has changed. Where do I go for this? Where do I go for that? Like, I had to sit there and stare at it for a while. I felt like a noob again. I was like, wow, I haven't been around in, I don't know, like 6 months, I think. Maybe longer, maybe 8. And so much has changed. I was like, God, like, crap, I gotta relearn this. I mean, it's for the better. There's so much, more, so much more. Is that yeah, I guess you could say it like that. Yeah, there's so much more that they added. A lot of good stuff. But yeah, it just took me a while. I was like, what the hell? Where is this? Okay, let's set that. And I did my old popper scripts, launch scripts, and I have, enable forced full screen on there, and coming out of VPX it would crash. And I had to ask Nailbuster. I was like, hey, I saw that crash that some other people were saying, and he's like, hey, are you running full screen? I'm like, oh fuck, really? It's that easy? Of course, it's in my launch script. I didn't even think about it because I copied it over. Noob move. That's right. I'll spend some time. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not until after Christmas. Spend some more time on the pin cabs and getting reacclimated with it. All the new stuff. Redoing POVs. Getting some of that stuff taken care of again. Oh man, I didn't want to end up in the sand. It's not a good spot there. Probably gonna end up in the water right away. Oh, I hit a tree. That's good. Tree saved me. Oh man, that was way off. Okay. I don't have another chance at this, so. Just didn't hit it hard enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nailbuster laughed at me too when I asked him. He's like, really, dude? I was like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot. There's all these new view modes. Full screen doesn't really matter anymore. Good for whoever I don't know if there was some new devs that stepped in on VPX and whoever's been doing that, I really have not been paying attention. So I'm not intentionally leaving anybody out of a thank you or recognition. But I, it's killer. I mean, like I said, just a little bit of hardware upgrade that I did, and the glass upgrade. That's a massive difference to me. Just those little bit of upgrades, and now I'm like, these cabs are great. I don't need to get rid of them anytime soon. All right, that was a really close match. Let's rematch Dandy Goat. And I don't have any more pendings, so let's do a daily shot. What time is it? It's almost 8, so Marty's almost up, right? I guess. Yeah, the glass was easy to upgrade. Upgrading the machine, because I went from an older processor type, and I was like, oh man, I guess I'll take advantage of all the new boot security stuff, right? So I didn't want to bastardize any of it and then boot off my old drive. So I just did a fresh install of 11 and started with Baller Installer, did the Baller updates that had 64-bit. I did, reinstalled direct output, did DOF links, SSF, pinball, all the stuff that you have to go through if you have it. And just copied my tables, ROMs, alt color, all the other pertinent files, media, put packs, copied them all back, and I threw the hard drive on the shelf. So if I missed anything, I think I'll be okay. But going to an M2, I went to a 2 terabyte M2. Man, the machine boots in 2 seconds. I was like, what the? It's ridiculous. And I didn't go into anything crazy. I just did an i5 12th gen. I did graphics built in so I could run my apron screens again. So instead of trying to put another video card in, I did that. And so far, so good. I got the same hardware for the second pin cab that I have. I just have to rip everything out and, rinse and repeat. It has all the same hardware minus the full DMD. I still have a real DMD in it. I don't know. Maybe I'll swap it out now. I kind of like having one of each. A for testing and then B just to show it. So I don't, it's just DOF links and then the I is different, or direct output. But all the other hardware is the same, which is cool. I just got my Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon 3D printer yesterday. Printed out, I got it unboxed, did all the stuff, calibration, whatever. Printed out the little test benchy that it has. It was pretty cool. And now I got my first print rolling on it right now. So we'll see how it turns out. It's almost done. And then I'll kick it off again. Make another one. This thing's gonna be running 24/7, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm impressed with it, man. The first printer I've ever purchased, used, that I went from literally taking it out of the box to it being in use within less than 30 minutes. Like, I was massively shocked. I mean, it's not a cheap printer, but if it works like this, you pay for what you get. I mean, think of how many hours if you bought not that I bought cheaper printers before, but some of the Crealities, you have to really be invested in it and invested in keeping it working instead of just printing. Like, a hobbyist just wants to print. How did I miss that? You don't want to sit there and and tinker every time you print. Like, I just want it to print. Yeah. Hey man, thanks for coming, Dimmy. Same here, buddy. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you soon. My heart will go on with you. It's always good to see you, Dimmy. But yeah, you think about, you buy a 3D printer and you're just like, hey, I want to print this cool thing out. And you sit there for 2 hours, you're dealing with failed prints, and then you sit there another 2 hours trying to fix it. And it's like, man, I just want to print. So I guess that was a long way of saying, yes, the printer's not cheap, but if it works, it's think of all the time now that you'll have fun with it. Sure, you're gonna hit a clog here and there. Some things are gonna happen, but hopefully at least from what I've heard, they've made the nozzle replacement super easy. You just have a couple of them on hand. It's the same thing you would have done with any other printer, but it's easier and more user friendly. Oh, that was a nice shot. Right in. Save birdie. Did I attempt to play like a game or two in the FX? No, I gotta change my whole layout. Forget it. I was thinking about it, but I don't know if I have. I might. I might have the theme still. But I don't want to stream pinball. I'd rather just play a match and come back to golf. But my stream would look lame if I was just talking to you about pinball while golf is sitting up there. So plus, I'm not really that good at FX3 anymore. Oh, it didn't roll. Oh man, almost went in the water. How's that brisket coming along, Grief? Mine's starting its defrost process for Monday, so this bad boy should be ready to go soon. I mean, I told you in private chat how much it costs right now. $2.98 a pound, at least out here. I mean, that's a killer price. Oh, not hard enough. Because I want to say it was, probably. Yeah, thanks, man. Nice shot. It was probably, like I said, I try to buy, two turkeys at a time, two briskets at a time. So the one that I have in the deep freezer was probably from last year's Christmas. So it might be safe to say, I guess I could look at the label, the date on it, but let's say it was last year's Christmas. It was $1 a pound more than it was at this year's Christmas. And when my wife came home, I was like, "Man, you didn't buy two of them? It's such a good price. Why didn't you buy two of them?" And she's like, because she went with her mom. Uh, they went. Her mom hosts Christmas, so they were doing their final, or their final big run, because you kind of want to get out to like Sam's Club and Costco before, like a week before. You want to get all the big stuff done, then do all the fresh stuff. Oh, that was a horrible putt. Do all your fresh stuff, a few days before. So yeah, but they went, and she's like, I told my mom that you would say that when we got home, that you should have bought two. I was like, it's fine. One is fine. I mean, after Christmas, they might have some deals for same price. I think my 3D print's done. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is. Wow, this guy looks cool. I'm gonna let him cool off. Complete. Did you encounter? There's no failures actually, so no. I'll let it cool off, and then I'll bring the print out on the camera. It's just articulated Cobra, so one of those ones that move. Like kids like any of those pieces, 3D prints that move. At least like my nieces and nephews do. So I'm gonna start printing a bunch of those. But this one's pretty big, so you can only do one or so at a time on. You could make them smaller, but what's fun in a small print? There's no fun in small prints. Okay, let's see what sales do we got? Do we have any mulligan sales? I always try to buy some mulligans when they're on sale. 50 snipers and golden tees. No, nothing. All right. Yeah, you can't buy mulligans, so that part sucks. All right, let's do another random head-to-head. Yeah, I meant to do this one in rainbow filament, but I'm getting used to the Bamboo software. It's a little different. Their slicer. So when I sent it to the printer, I guess I told it to print it in green, and there happens to be green filament in there instead of use the AMS number that I selected. So I'll print another one once this one's cooled. I just gotta take it off, clean the bed, put some glue on it, make sure I don't screw up the selection this time, and then it'll print in rainbow. Some silk PLA. Do you 3D print? I think you do, right? All right, let's go high. Get up. Oh, just short. Yeah. What printer do you have? Like, did you feel my pain of what I was saying of, yeah, I have one and I have a Creality or whatever, I have one and I print every once in a while because it doesn't take long to get set up, or I got lucky and it's working today. Like, do you feel my pain in that? See if it'll get up there. Oh, I hit the water. Sometimes if you hit the rock, it'll bounce up, and I miss the rock, so. Oh, that was weak. I gotta take a bogey. Fuck. The ender? Yeah. So how well did it work? Okay, so yeah, you have one of those like, cool. It's working right now. I think for me, the other ones too. Like I had it, in my garage because it was too loud to like have in the house. At least our old house, like I built a desk in one of our rooms for like me to work at. Like it was a big old L desk that I built. And I tried one day to like, oh, I'll just put the 3D printer in the house on this big desk. And it shared the wall with our master bedroom, so you'd hear it like in the middle of the night. It's all beep, 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 and it would start shaking, and you just kind of hear it. So that got annoying. So then we put it in the garage because we had a mini split in there, so it was temperature control for the most part. And then we just kind of you get into the situation where like, oh, I need to go outside, and then it just changes the wind, changes the whole dynamic of what is happening. It just started to suck the air out, when you open the garage door. screws up the print. So it just, I mean, that was caused by environment, by us, not by the printer having issues. Like the printer would still have issues. You get it working, so you thought you get one print done, you go back to do the same exact print, like right after, issues. So it's like, man. But yeah, so far this printer I haven't had to. I mean, I've got 2 in a row. I'm feeling good. It's gonna be a tough shot. I think it might go in the water. Oh, it's close. Turn. Oh no. That sucks. It went too far up against that wall. All right. After this hole, we'll check it and see if it's cooled down enough to pull it off or pop it off. I think it will. Oh, I didn't catch the edge. Oh, I got one mulligan. I got them both left. Oh, that was close. All right, let's go pop this thing off. Bring him on stream. I don't know, man. Like, did my camera get smudged or is it just the stream? In my game room, I've got like a ridge around. Hold on, let me rub this. I think I might have got something on it. I guess you can kind of see it. I don't know. Can you? Like I have a ridge that sits around. At least it's you can see them up here. So yeah, I don't know. I just kind of plan on printing some stuff to put up there. I have a lot of nieces and nephews around here, which is cool, and they always like, 3D printed stuff. It's a toy. Like there's just toys, right? So sorry for the wacky camera fix. I'm just trying to get it sturdy. They always like cool. They always like stuff, and then they can say, "Oh, my uncle made it." Like. So I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, the articulated stuff. I think kids really like them. I like them. They're just cool. Print out a bunch of toys, throw them in a box. When kids come over, they can play with them, and if they break, big deal, right? What did it cost? A little bit, and all right, it might be. Oh, there we go. Oh man, this thing is killer. So I didn't put supports in one spot, so I might reslice it before I print it again and do it, just so it has something to sit on. The cool thing about the Bamboo software is it seems really smart compared to the other ones I've used, but I also haven't used them recently, so maybe the other ones do this too. But it was like, hey, you might want to put supports here. We analyzed this model and you might have issues. But I'll show you as is. I'm not even going to clean it up. I'm just going to pull it off and then I'll show you on screen what it was probably saying could be an issue. And it really isn't that bad. It's bad if you don't like string on like a spot that shouldn't have it. But yeah, check this thing out, dude. How good of it is? How good is it coming on screen? Okay. But yeah, this was like the part that got a little stringy on me, but I didn't put supports under it. So, but yeah, it's yeah, dude. And that's really not that bad, right? You just cut it down and it's fine. But you can see the detail. Again, I don't know how good this is coming across on stream, but I mean, it's killer. And he's got little pinchy claws on the bottom. That I don't know. I've always been a fan of these articulated models. I don't know why. I just think they're really cool. And kids, like I said, kids like them. Maybe I'm just a big kid, I guess. So yeah. I got the yeah. Come over and make their own toys. Exactly. I got the Bamboo X1 Carbon. Let me grab my phone. I'll send you a picture of it on Discord. And I'll put this guy away and I'll start another print of him later that's in rainbow. But I guess let me measure him. He came out bigger than I thought he would. Let's see. He's 25 inches long. So I just built a 2-foot long toy for a kid to play with, like, and then you get an army of them, put them in different colors, and then they can fight each other. Make them a couple different sizes, even. Why not, right? So that, and that. Okay, I just sent you a few pics on Discord to take a peek at. Let's see if this guy's playing. No, okay. We're gonna start another match. I'll let you take a look at those pictures, and I'll be right back. Oh, that's a good idea, man. Um, the filament that I used came with it. So it was just a Bamboo Labs green that they sent with the printer when I bought it. Um, I guess the cool thing about their their spools is they have RFID chips in them. So you put them in the AMS and it detects it. Like it'll pull the filament in and it's like, oh cool, I know what this is, and it sets it for you. You don't have to tell it what kind of filament you're using. And not that it's hard. It's just if you know if you have a random filament, you just put it in and then you say what's the temperature, and then you're like, okay, I got Rainbow Silk PLA, and here's the min, here's the high. Or if it's another, if it's a named brand, you can select. Otherwise, it's just other. Like I was like, man, this is cool. So I've got a ton of old stuff, and I guess because it's in the AMS, it's kind of like a dehumidifier too. So if you have some, yeah, it is. It is pretty cool. So if you have some older filament that's kind of dried out, I guess if you leave it in the AMS for a bit, it helps it. I don't know how it does it. I haven't. I don't understand that part of it yet, but it's pretty cool. Why am I getting lag? Or do I feel like I'm getting lag? I got a driver update. Maybe that's doing it. But yeah, it's an amazing printer, man. Just like I was saying earlier, from literally, oh, that's son of a bitch. Literally from out of box to first print, I was doing it within 20 minutes. I guess I can move this a touch. It's hard to see how good it looks or doesn't look. I guess it's not bad. You don't need to see me. It's just so people know it's not fake. It's not AI. I'm real. Damn it. But yeah, from out of box to getting it ready, calibration, first print was like 20, 30 minutes. I was shocked. I was like, there's no way this thing's gonna be good. Nothing works that fast in the 3D printing world. I was wrong. Yeah, it is really, dude. If you look at, yeah, quick setup and roll. If you look at some videos of it, even people unboxing it, or just like look at some people's reviews, like I've been shocked. Now, I only have 2 prints done on it. However, that's pretty. It's a pretty good 2 for 2, and they look good. Both of them came out looking real good. But it uses lidar to scan like the first layer, and then like it cleans the nozzle every time. It is loud. Like if you were putting this in like your bedroom, it's a loud printer. You're not going to want it in your bedroom. But if you have like a room or a shed that you do 3D printing in, you could put 10 of those in there, and who cares how loud it is. It doesn't bother me where I have it. Most of today, I was in here, and I heard it every once in a while, but it wasn't like banging loud. It was just like, whoa, what was that? Because it's a new noise. I was like, oh, it's the 3D printer. You can stop rolling anytime. But the camera that it has in it, like that's a cool little feature. So you can monitor it. Like I was saying, it's got LiDAR for the first layer, and then they call it spaghetti detection. It'll try to correct if it's doing it. So I think that's why it did the print so well without needing supports, because it kind of knew. So I was watching it as it did the head, because it literally was just kind of doing it on its own at that point. And I was watching it, and it slowed down as it got to the head to know not to like, okay, let's not rip it so hard that it collapses on itself. I thought that part was pretty cool. Oh, nice. That was a good shot. Yeah, dude, I'm super impressed. Again, it's not cheap. It's not on the cheap side of the 3D printing scale. However, if there's only one printer you buy again, or like ever again, and this is it, I think it's pretty cheap, because then you're not like spending time. Oh, sit. Oh man, I hate this hole. You know, I should shoot. I should aim for over here every time. Gives you a better shot. But yeah, if it's the only printer you ever buy again, then it's totally worth it. But a bunch of our buddies in pinball land, not a bunch, but a few of them have this printer. So them talking about it got me into it too. I was like, all right, the next 3D printer I buy is going to be this one, and we're going to see. So I saved up for a little bit. Like, man, I can't buy that right now. So I saved up a little bit and luckily got it before Christmas. It wasn't my plan. I was thinking I was going to get it next year, but it happened this year. Oh, man. Normally you can't fly through that. I'm going to lose this round. All right. I had a good few holes in the middle. Oh, no. Yep, definitely losing this round after that one. That's not good. Oh, how are you supposed to hit that? They should have put me out of bounds. Because now that's lame. All right, I just got to take the max. Maybe I'll post that shot on IT's tech forum or whatever, because that should have just been out of bounds. It shouldn't have stuck. Oh, I won because somebody forfeited. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, Paladin sent me a match. All right, let's start it. Yeah, I agree with that, Grief. I think the assistant, the AI, whatever they call it, for sure has improved. Um, oh yeah. Well, okay. So with the AMS, you can do different colors, right? So you have 4 different colors up there. So you could do it for sure. That's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna be off camera for a second. I'm just going to clean this and start another one. But I'm here, Grief, and I can see what you say. So keep chatting if you feel like it. I don't really have to do. I don't have to do much to it. I just need to. So I'm still learning all the terms with the build plates and stuff. So I'm using the stock one, and they're like, "Hey, use some glue stick every once in a while." And then there's another one that the guys told me to get, so I just haven't used it yet. I'm just kind of going with the stock one for now until I have issues. So I just throw a little layer of glue on it here and there. Which I always thought that was stupid on 3D printers, but they say to do it. I'm trusting these guys. At least they sent the glue stick. Oh, for sure, man. I mean, during the holidays, like right now, I'm gonna I'm gonna have it running all the time. So we're gonna get some good use out of it. And this time I want to use the rainbow filament that I have. So let's do that correctly. Rainbow filament load. Prepare. I haven't figured out how to make sure it goes. Yeah, you need to make sure that you select the AMS slot when printing, which I did. Maybe the app just kind of. Yeah, so their software even says on it like, warning, it seems object articulated Cobra, or this is what I'm printing, has floating regions. Please reorient the object or enable support generation. And I'm like, oh, I gotta figure out how to enable support generation. Or like I did, screw it. Let's just let it go. But this time I'm gonna enable support when it lets me. I'm curious to see how much better it'll be. Which I think it'll be massively better. You're not gonna see the little stringy that I showed you, right? And you get to see the open cavity of them. So I will do that this time. I was just being super ballsy and like, let's test this printer. Let's see how good it is. It did a good job. Because other printers that I've had would have completely failed. I don't know how it did it to where, I mean, this thing was standing on its own. That head was up in the air on its own. It didn't fail. I think the software crashed again. Hold on. Yeah. I think my laptop sucks. Like it crashes when I have that software running, their Bamboo software. But yeah, it does. It does. It'll generate the support for you. That's why I'm like super impressed with their slicer. Um, because it's like, hey, this is not good. We'll do it for you, and it'll generate it. So I'm gonna do that on this one. I skipped it on the last one just because, like I said, I was like, let's just see what you can do. So yeah, let's make sure it does it this time. I need to get a couple more USB cameras so like we can 3D print together. I want to stream some of the, maybe not stream them, but maybe like after like post record. I won't live stream them. But it records the time lapse of the print. So I'm like, oh, that would be interesting. Throw that up on stream. Like maybe I'll do that, or even like on YouTube, just so people can see it. I could do that for this one, for the snake or the cobra. It'd be fun. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll 100%. I'll figure out. I don't know why it's not letting me read the SD card though right now. I just wanted to see what was on the SD card. Because then I could see if it overwrites every time. But if I get one in there, it doesn't matter. Then I can keep going back and forth, or just get a bigger SD card. I only had some 16 gig micros SD card sitting around, from the Pi emulation days and just messing around with the early Pi stuff. So I have to get a new one. I haven't had to use them in a long time. But all right, let this thing do what it's gonna do. I'll play this around. Hopefully, it doesn't crash. Might be time for a new laptop. I don't buy laptops very often anymore. Or actually, I have a mini PC right next to my laptop. I should just run the software on that. So if it crashes, I'll do that. But yeah, it's gotta get going soon. I already glued it, so. Get around the tree. Oh, ah. Actually, I should check that. Because if it crashes again, I'll just. Yeah, you did the Pi as well? Man, they are, yeah. The Pi. Oh, it did crash. The Pi 5, yeah, just came out. Um, but I started using just like old work PCs. Went with Batacera because just about everything's plug and play on that now. So that was cool. Okay, I gotta get this Bamboo Labs thing real quick. But yeah, it running in Linux. If you don't want to do anything like super crazy, you can run Batacera and it's like fast. Like it's so crazy how good it is for emulation. And even I mean it struggles a little bit with Windows emulation, but every other system it's like, okay, what else can you think of that you want right now? But all right, like I'm not going to use my laptop for Bamboo Studio apparently. It just keeps crashing. It crashed as I was trying to slice and fix it. So we're just gonna skip that part of it. There we go. I have some wood filament that I want to use, and now with this, I'm like, oh man, this would be so cool to print a Groot out of wood filament. So that is like 100% on my list. Uh, Going back to you asked me what I wanted to print or was going to print, that's a for sure thing. All right, I got it going on my other machine. Now we will try it again. I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, out of wood fill, dude. Wouldn't that be freaking crazy? Or like, wouldn't it? I mean, I think it'd be cool to have a Groot made out of wood filament. I got to look though to make sure that this printer can do. I'm sure it can. It's just it's a PLA, the wood PLA. I'm sure it will do it. It's doing everything else. Like print out a bunch of mini Groots for the kids to paint the top of his head whatever color they want. Like, could you imagine that? Like, kids would lose their mind. Oh my gosh, mini Groot, and then print out some baby Yodas out of the wood. Well, I guess he's not really wood, but print him out of a white color and let him paint them. Like that'd be cool. Oh, Pinball Gramps messaged me. Ah, thanks, Gramps. How you doing? If you're here, say hi. Um, if not, I'll just yeah. It would be crazy, dude. Okay, this thing is fixing the object. It's slicing it. It's gonna simplify the model. It is pretty crazy how good their software is compared to the others that I've used. Like I think I bought Prusa. I don't know. I bought one of them, and the stuff's probably way better now. It's been over a year since I've really looked at 3D printing, so I'm sure the other guys' software is still good. But this one was free and it came with a printer, so I'm using it because it's native to the printer. And I've heard nothing but good stuff about Bambu Labs, so we're rolling on that. Oh, I almost made it that time. Okay, I might have to club up one to make that angled shot, but that was pretty fucking close. We gotta get on the green in one shot. Man, my wife was doing a bunch of baking today for you Christmas, and then gifts and all the fun stuff. But the house just smelled like Christmas all day. Like we kind of started Christmas early this year because we weren't hosting Thanksgiving, so we didn't need to keep the house decorated Thanksgiving. Like my buddy, my best friend, and his wife and family, two boys, came for an early Thanksgiving from California. They came out here, so we had it a lot, decorated then, and we did turkey and everything. We call it Friendsgiving. But after that, we were in Christmas mode. So before Thanksgiving, we transitioned all the decorations into Christmas mode, trying to get excited early for baby's first holiday season and baby's first Christmas, and it was it was pretty awesome. But yeah, so she was cooking all day, and it just smelled like Christmas, and it's awesome. I don't know, love this time of the year. Get to spend it with family, hang out, and now we got a little guy in the mix. So Missed that. Should I take? I can do it again. I'll make it this time. There you go. I might need that one shot. Yeah, I mean that's pretty. We weren't that close to Halloween, but we were close. Like I want to say the first like 2 weeks we had like, I mean it's still fall and fall decorations, but yeah, as soon as my friend and his family left, we went straight to Christmas. But yeah, it's nice when you're not. Uh, no, I mean I don't mind hosting holidays. Like I could care less. But there is a little bit of a nice thing when you're not, because then you're not expected to have it all decorated. So, so I got two. I got that's three shots off mulligans that I wouldn't have had. So let's see if it was enough to beat this person named Paladin Arcade. All right, let's check out what this software is doing. I think it might have froze again, even on my other computers. So, yeah, first Christmas as a dad. That is weird. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's weird to hear. It's not weird. It's just weird to hear. Oh no, the software didn't freeze. All right, let's add supports. So we're gonna simplify it. And as long as this thing prints out of the rainbow filament, I will stop talking about it for the night. And then we can just hang out. Enable support. I'm just gonna hit enable support and see what it does. Filament one, I want to be preset. Don't. Yes. 3 is loaded. See, this is where I'm struggling. I'm struggling on where to make sure that it only uses the filament that I have loaded. So I went to the AMS. Sync filaments with AMS will drop all. Yes. Okay. So I got 1, 2, and 3. But it still is showing green. Which I assume it would change to the color of the selected edit. That it would change to the color of the selected filament. Or I guess the easy thing is just to, well, there's got to be a better way, but just take them out, I guess. So if the other ones are empty, all it can do is print from the one that isn't empty. Right? Probably really not the way to do it, but yeah, so this one, how do you enter color change during? I don't know yet. Um, I've seen that they have special, I don't want to say special, but I guess there's a special file format that they have, and it's meant for like the multiple colors. So yeah, I don't know. There's people are doing it obviously. I don't know. So I'm sure it's not hard because you can hook up multiple AMSs to this. I think up to 16 colors in a print. And don't quote me on that. That could be wrong. Might be less. But I thought you could hook up four of these. Maybe it's only two. I don't know. I could be wrong. All right. Well, I just sent it, so you don't have to listen to me talk faceless. I'm coming back out there. I mean, you can. I don't know what the consequences are going to be if you do quote me in that, but and boom, it's printing. That's awesome, dude. It's so nice to just have a 3D printer that you can click print on, and it's gonna work, or at least you really think it's gonna work. So I know I've said it on stream and when you've been around. Oh, hold on. This is as loud as it gets. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll hold the microphone. That was it. Like, dude, this thing has like a little trash bin on the back of where it catches the nozzle, like the preheat. You know how the nozzle leaks when the filament's in there? It's got a little friggin' trash bin in the back. It just bounces out of the back of it. Hold on, where's my phone? Oh, I'll just send you a picture of it. Like, I was like, what is this? So it's not on your print bed. I mean, it still does its test, lines, right? But it's not on your print bed. It knocks it off the nozzle, so when it comes down to the print bed, it doesn't have a bunch of fucking string already. I was like, what? Yep, there it is. Boom. That was the loud point. So it does its heat. It does its heat up in this little trash bin area, and it hits this little brush, and it cleans it off. I was like, wow, that's impressive. So you're gonna do your heat up. You're gonna get ready to print, and you're not even over the print head, the print bed. Yeah, it's wipe, dude. It wipes its own mess. I was just, dude. I guess this could turn into a 3D print stream, honestly. But yeah, I said it before. Like, there's a whole little room behind me that we built. Um, just to we have a six. There's a 6 foot roll up door in there, so we are like, let's just store some gardening stuff. The mower. If we ever get like a riding mower or a golf cart or just something, like, it'll be some space in there. But for now, I'm using it as like my workbench area because I'm getting everything kind of ready in here, and then tools and all the stuff's in there. So it's just an extra area. So it's completely away from the game room. Like, so when kids come over, if we don't want them in there, just close the door and lock it, and the 3D printer can just be rolling. I mean, it's cool to show kids the 3D printer in action. Like, one of my nieces came over today for a little bit, and she was in here playing the claw machine, getting more prizes out of it. She's up to 6, I think. She's the front runner right now. And I was like, "Hey, come here, come check this out. Look what we just got." And she's like, "Whoa!" So she would like walk in and check on it. Like, she'd look at it and like, "Oh, it's moving," So I think kids really do like seeing it in action, even if it's not done or they don't understand yet like what the print's gonna end up being. But yeah, they see it and they're like, "Oh, that's cool." has its own flogger. Oh man, that's so great. So I want to send you. It's not there yet, but when it gets there, I'll send you a picture of the first, like line, right? Like every printer does its first little line as it starts to print. So I'll send you what that looks like, and even those like first print lines are the cleanest I've ever seen. I'm like, man, you could make a decent print out of these base lines. So, but we'll see what this one does with the enabled support. I didn't do anything other than check the box, enable support. So it's going to take it a little longer, obviously, but I don't know. Let's just see what it does. I have zero clue where it's going to put the supports because it didn't even really show me in the slicer. So it just said, hey, you need supports on this. Okay. If you know that I need supports, go ahead and put them in. Oh, nice putt. That would be pretty funny. It has a light in it, and I'm sure people uh, have done that. People have to have done that. Pulses with the vibration. Yeah, thanks, man. That was a good putt. I didn't think I was gonna make it. It was a pretty long putt at an angle. I gotta shut off my pin cab real quick. I just realized it was still on and I'm not playing it, so let's not waste more electricity. Okay, it just got done doing its homing. It's pre-cal. Wow, it actually failed and it doesn't know it. Should I let it go? What do you think? Should I let it go? It doesn't know that it failed, or maybe it's still doing bed calibration, actually. Oh yeah, no, it's still auto bed leveling. Never mind. I thought it was printing. So the last one I printed took 7 hours 50 minutes. Yeah, pre-calc. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention to it. Now it's spitting it out. But yeah, it took 750. So with supports, it's about 1050, and that's just what it says it's going to do. I don't think it actually took 7 hours 50 minutes. But yeah, it's doing its spit out right now. Like, hey, is my layer good? Is my height good? Let's see. I guess I could just send you a video. I'll try to get out of the way. There we go. So it's doing its little pre-calc right now, right? Like some of those, get the dots in there and whatever, that happens. But as soon as this thing cleans off, like even that, dude, look at that layer. Like, see, that's the LiDAR. It's taking a picture of it. If you saw that, well, you'll see the light. I'm sending it to you. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So it shoots a light onto that first layer of print. So you should have it now in Discord. You're gonna rehear me, so I'll stop talking for a sec. They should hire me. I should just talk about it and show it on stream. But yeah, the not being able to pick the color in the AMS or the spool in the AMS, that's user error. I just got to pay attention and I got to read. It was just easier for me to take the other two out so that it thinks there's only one spool in there because I just want the print to go. Like I'll look at it tomorrow. Oh yeah, I see the support it's doing now. I'm gonna be thoroughly impressed if it prints out of this rainbow PLA that I've had sitting in a box for a year, if not longer than a year, and it doesn't break. Because I've used these rolls before, and they've had issues. So maybe I'll put I don't know if I can do it while it's printing. I won't mess with it. We'll just see what happens with this one. If the roll breaks, it's the roll's fault, not the printer's fault. But you could have an extra roll in the AMS or 4 of the same color, so if it runs out on a big print, you got a bunch of half rolls of the same filament. It'll just cycle through and you don't ever have to change it. Like that's the other really cool thing. Like I've got 4 rolls of this green because I've used it so much and it's so great. And I want to make something that's going to take at least 3.5. Well, let's just throw them all in the AMS at the same time and let it do it. And it'll do it. I'm for sure using that ball. What's up, Celine? How you doing? You got a crash? Thank you for coming to say hi and leave a lurk. I appreciate it. Oh no. Yeah, grief. I had it in one of those, yellow and black containers you buy from Home Depot or wherever, it has a yellow lid and the black container. But it was up in my attic. But I did keep a lot of them were sealed, not all of them. But I did have the silicone. I left silicone packets in them for the ones that weren't sealed. So it's not like they were just sitting there, but there was a handful of rolls that were not sealed. The rainbow one was sealed. It was a brand new one. So it saw the silica. Is it silica or silicone? Silica? Whatever. The little bead thing. Those little packets were in there. So. Let's see. We got another 52 minutes on that sale. Let's do the daily shot, and then maybe we'll play another one. Let's make it. All right. All right. Start another random one. Silica? Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's been a little bit since Paul's beaten me. After this match, I'll show the records of Paul, Marty, Fiends. Oh man, I can't wait for this to come out in this rainbow PLA. Oh dude, tomorrow, I'll send you a picture of this when it's done. Just the first layer looks so sick already. Just this, it's like a silver silk or gold. No, it's probably bronze. Probably starts at bronze and then it kind of goes around. It's pretty cool. I'll have to look at how much Bamboo's spools are, because they have that. Like I said, they had that R fit in it. It'd be interesting to see cost wise. Like if it prints the same on just some random crap and has the same quality, and maybe it breaks down the nozzle faster. But what's the difference in cost and roll? Is it worth the difference of buying a few extra nozzles? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, I think this one's going to be interesting. The last thing I printed Rainbow PLA was a Thanos. It's up there. I can't grab it because the cruisins are in the way. Um, but it looks cool. I gotta see. Sorry. Sorry about that. I need a mute button because I'm at the scenes again. Right. Sorry, guys. Well, I mean, I literally got the largest print you can do. It is I thought it said it on it. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. I felt like it was a bigger one. I probably just look at the software. Yeah, it's 256 by 256. That's what. Yeah, 256 millimeters. So you can do a 10 by 10 by 10 square. Which, I mean, something that's 10 inches tall. I'm trying to think if the other printers I had did taller. I don't think so. Maybe they did 12. I'm looking at one of the prints I had that was the largest print I did. Let me grab it. I don't on my other printer, I don't know. I don't know what the measurement of it is. But I did a head that, you put your headphones on. So let me measure it. I don't remember. Wait, could you see that? I don't think I showed it good enough in the camera. Let's see, there we go. So yeah, let me measure it. I don't know. I feel like this was 12 inches tall. Let me check. Man, it's close. It's close. I, yeah, this hit 11 inches tall. So the other, what did I print this one on? I think I printed this on I think it was an Ender 5 Plus. So yeah, the Ender 5 Plus was 250 by 300, right? So, I mean, you lose an inch in height, But I mean, how often are you printing things that are that big? I guess. I mean, it's always nice to be able to. But even if it's an inch smaller, I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't know how noticeable it would be because a lot of the figurines that you buy even aren't that big. Like I have the Doom guy I have up here. He's shorter than that. Even a tall Groot is shorter than that. Um, Thanos and Deadpool that I did are definitely shorter than that, and they're still large pieces. I guess I mean they're large in the grand scheme of having a bust or a 3D printed item sitting on your desk, right? Yeah, I mean this is we're putting it to the test right now with this crap filament and the rainbow filament, and if it does it well, but it's passed every. I mean, it's surpassed every single expectation that I've had so far. Water. I'll get there. You're off the rest of the week. You're off now, right? Grief. Oh, nice. Off the second. Yeah, I'm gonna beat the crap out of this thing over the holidays because what else am I gonna do, right? Like, I might try to scale some of these down to make them smaller so I can print more pieces out. But I don't know if I get two of those snakes a day. I feel like that's pretty good. I mean, it's a big piece to get two of them done in a day. But Christmas is coming up. We've got. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think now how many nieces and nephews that I have. Like how many should I have done so everybody gets the chance at something, and then I don't want to repeat the same print necessarily the entire time so everybody has the same thing. So like you were saying, kind of. Oh man, it sucked. Build a castle, have some knights, attack the snakes. So maybe this will be the last snake, and then look at a bunch of smaller articulated pieces. It really is a great problem to have. Yeah, I'm not complaining. So yeah, you're going to PA and then you come back. So what is today? 20th, 21st, 20th. Okay, so you got a week long trip. That's always nice. And you're off to the second. So yeah, so you're getting your week long trip in to family vacation, and then you get to come back and you got a couple extra days to wind down. New Year's at home, which is always great. They do, or people, not they, people do a lot of fireworks out here at New Year's. I don't know if that's a thing in a lot of other states, but maybe I guess where fireworks are legal, it is. I probably could um, make an everlasting gobstopper, but does it have to be layered in a certain way? I have to look it up now. Yeah, it's got to be colored. It has to be layered in a certain way, right? To be considered. Yeah, we didn't have fireworks in California, so it was, or at least in most parts of California. So it was kind of weird. Not weird. I mean, I heard fireworks before, but it's a thing out here in Texas on New Year's. It's like a second Fourth of July. It's like a massive show. Like people do a lot of fireworks out here. Fourth of July was a lot of fun. We give the dogs there's these little like weed calming chews or whatever. We give them to them so they kind of calm down. We let them inside. It's not a ton that happened at least around our house, but they have better hearing than we do, so we still tried to take care of them and bring them in. But yeah, it's different when you're not from a state where fireworks are prevalent. Like it's just a common thing. People were just like, let's light these off, and it's like the real fireworks. It's not. We're not just sitting here with sparklers. It's the shit that goes up in the air. It's like, wow, we don't have to go see fireworks. We can. They're all over the place out here. And I love fireworks. So I mean, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, especially coming from California. Like you're not in the. It's all flat land out here. There's nothing that's gonna really catch fire, so that helps too. Yeah, the boomers. Yeah, it's not just sparklers, it's the boomers. Yeah, the colors are different on each tip. So I guess, and maybe Grief, you might have stumbled on something, and maybe there's a copyright thing, but if you could make a PLA, if you make a roll of PLA that's called Gobstopper, like it has to follow the the color pattern of the Gobstopper. Dude, I think you just made $10 million. You just have the roll made that way. And when people print it out, they know. You don't have to even print out the shape of the gobstopper. You could just call it gobstopper rainbow. Because it's not a common it's not the real rainbow, right? Like it's its own special colored, layers and steps. So I don't know, man. I think you just came up with a good idea. Yeah. Boom is right. You'll split it with me? That was your idea. I mean, I'll just use it on my printer, and we'll get all the views, and then I'll take the YouTube recognition. That won't be anything. It's fine. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I don't know if it exists. Maybe it does already. I don't know. But I'd have to look at a picture of it to be like, could you end up like cutting it in a certain spot and throwing an existing spool down to see if it would work? I don't think so, though. Do it as a kit for sure, man. Get a free brisket sandwich with each Gobstopper kit. I like it. I totally like it. That's so great. All right, let's see. We've been on. When I came out here, the boy was asleep, like asleep. It wasn't even. It was too late for a nap, but I think mommy's gonna make it be a nap, because then he won't sleep all night. So we've been streaming for almost 2 hours, hour 46. All right, we'll give it another 15. I just checked in on my wife to see if everything's okay. I don't want to just leave her with him, but if he's sleeping, there's nothing I can do. You know, he's sleeping, so she might have woken him up. I don't know. But he's great, man. He's been so awesome. Even through having two teeth break through his skin already of his, his gums. He's got two showing teeth. And I think we know when it actually happened, because he's just was fussy and screamed the loudest he's ever screamed, and then he's fine. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's 4 months and he has two teeth. I don't understand it. Yeah, he's growing up so fast, man. I'm hoping the early teeth doesn't mess with it, mess with anything. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of orthodontics work, which is fine. I mean, money's money, whatever. But just for him, as a kid growing up, like I had braces, and it wasn't for like a lot of work. Like I had some teeth that were crooked in the front, on the bottom, and then I had an overbite. So you had the thing that kind of pulls everything back in. I mean, I think that technology's gotten better. I mean, I'm sure it has, because we're talking 1990 when I had all that shit going on. So I'm sure the technology's gotten better, but it still hurts. That's the thing. Like you're like, yeah, you're gonna go through a little bit of pain. You get this. I don't think they do the rubber bands anymore. I don't think that. Like I had rubber bands from the top to the back to like pull my jaw down, to fix the underbite or overbite that I had. I had an overbite. I still do, but I guess it's not as pronounced. I don't know. Doesn't everybody have a fucking overbite or an underbite? Like nobody's teeth are 100%, even when you do these braces and everything else. It's just to mitigate the real issues that it could cause and the pain, I guess. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. My parents were able to 101 feet. My parents were able to pay to fix my teeth, so I'm okay with it. What's up, River Darts? Hey, pig face. How you doing, man? Well, I appreciate that, Grief. Yeah, wait till once he starts figuring out what this game room is, the kid's gonna lose his mind, I think. Good, man. Hey, thanks for popping in. I know it's not darts. We're messing around. I'm good. We had a bunch of conversations about 3D printers just a little bit ago. I just got a new one yesterday, and Good Grief and I were talking about it. I got a Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon. I don't know if you're into 3D printing. I feel like a lot of us have hobbies of arcades and darts and pinball and everything else, and then we just slip into everything because it's like I don't want to call it an addiction, because I'm not like, I don't have to come out here and do it every day, but it is like an addiction. You just kind of you jump into it and you're in it. And it's fun. So you have fun with it. But yeah, just got a 3D printer and kind of messing around with it. It's not my first one, but to this point, it is my best one that I've ever owned. So I'm loving that part of it. I have a lot of nieces and nephews around that I can print some cool stuff for now, and they can enjoy it. Back to back big putts. That one was bigger. It was for an eagle. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you do it, if you ever do that, get the glow in the dark filament. That way, you can see it too, and she doesn't lose it. And there's special like um, filament you want to use. You want to make sure it's strong. You don't want anything breaking off anywhere. But if you get real exotic with it, you try to mold your own first, or you take a 3D, get a 3D scanner, take a 3D scan of it, and then you can 3D print your junk. And then make modifications to it. Make it bigger, make it smaller if you're so lucky enough that somebody complains. And then, there you go. Yeah, go ribbed. Exactly. No, that's awesome. Celine went away at the wrong time. She's missing all the good ideas of how to have some fun as a lady, apparently. Oh, that might go in the water. Oh, it made it across. Nice. Oh, man, that was a good eagle. Who am I playing? It's a random. I was like, who am I playing against? That was good. I didn't want to brag, but geez. Oh, a little far. Should I use a mulligan? I can I can chip this in. No, now I got to use the mulligan because I have to be able to chip that in. There it is. -11. All right. I don't have any of the cool buttons out here to take a break, but I need to go help my wife with something real quick. And I'm talking like a 5 minute break. So I'll be right back, guys. If you go anywhere, it's okay. If I don't see you, I'll stream before Christmas. But thanks for coming. If I don't get to say goodbye to you, I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. Thanks for hanging. We'll check the 3D print. What's going on in here? Oh, yeah. We've got successful layers. This thing is not failing, for sure. Unless there's an issue with the filament, but I don't think there's going to be. This looks great already. All right, let's get back to some golden tea. If anybody joined and it looked like there was nothing going on, well, I guess there's movement in this screen, so it probably didn't look that bad, but you didn't see anybody. I apologize. All right. We got 8 minutes left on the sale, but let's see what's coming up on the next one. I do need some more balls. I need some more javelins. I've been using a lot of those lately. All right, let's go head to head. And start a new one. Yeah, man. After the holidays, like I've got we've got family in and out now until like the middle of January. So after that, I should have some like serious time to think about it and like know nobody's coming and not have to plan for people coming over. But yeah, that would be cool. I'm curious. Always, oh man, always curious what can make me throw better, right? Like I was saying the other night, I'm super inconsistent. Like if I sit there and think about the shot I'm throwing, I know I can make it. And then, you throw the alcohol in it when you're drinking and playing darts. What's the point? All right, I think I get around that tree. Gotta get over that water. Yeah, we're good. Get up. Oh, oh. Yeah, okay. Um, from what I was streaming with the other night, if you don't care about the camera that was on the darts, that camera probably would be better at my arm. I'm assuming, because the one that is built into the game, like I mean, you really couldn't even see that on stream, but so just anything that's kind of pointed at me, I guess, is what you want. Skipped off the green. Let's do that again. That's horrible. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I have Discord on the computers where the cameras are plugged into, so whatever you saw on stream, I can just send you one of the cameras. So it'll should be clear. You don't have to see the game and all the other crap. If you just need to see my arm, I guess that's what you're saying? Like you don't care where the dart goes, you just need to see the motion. Everything sounds sexual, I guess. You don't need to see where it goes. You just need to know that the motion happens. Ever since Grief's comment of ribbed, I think we're screwed. Literally. Oh, roll. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can make that happen. That's easy. I usually stand. How do I stand? I'm just lining up to the board. I usually stand right foot up, forward, and then I also know it's really not good practice to keep the ball of any of your feet up, and I do that a lot. I tend to roll up my left foot so where I'm standing on like the back, like my tippy toe, instead of flat foot. And I know that's not good for darts. Oh no. All right, we gotta make. That was a good shot. I just didn't aim it correctly. Might have screwed it up again. Turn. Sit. Oh! Oh no! Inches away from a hole in one, and then it goes right into the water. That's great. Oh man. All right. All right, it's gonna be. It's gonna be the last hole, and then probably gonna call it a night. My wife needed me to come do some stuff, so which is fine. I've been streaming for 2 hours already. She's been taking care of the baby. Tough putt off the top. All right. See, did we win? Oh yeah, we lost. We lost that one already for sure. Oh, all right. Let's hang up and hang on until we see the sail switch. I wonder if it'll do it live. I've never actually been on when the time has run out. Oh, what did the auto mod say? Hold on, sorry. Let me go look at it. Oh, because you said dildo. Yeah. I mean, that's you know how it is on Twitch. I think you should. All right, did it switch? I don't see anything new in here. Or all the 4 days? No, those aren't new. None of the sales have switched. Not yet. Okay. Maybe they don't update live. They don't update when you're in the screen. Because that's the same. That was there earlier. That was there. There's no mulligans. Oh, that one's new. All right. All right, man. Well, yeah, I approved it. I saw that once you said, "Hey, it blocked me," I was like, "Wait, where?" And then I can approve it. I just didn't see it. But yeah, thanks, man, for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I'll hit you up after the holidays, middle of January. I mean, that'll be fun. I think it'd be fun. Get some dart action and tell me what not to do. Tell me what to fix. That would be awesome. Grief, thanks for coming. Celine, Marty, Paladin. I think everybody else is gone. I think River Darts, you're the only person left. I appreciate it. Especially after that long pause. I had to go help my wife with something. Checking on the 3D printer. Something else killer. Yeah, I think we talked about it the other night. Like, there are people that have said they can get that board to work with the Gran app. The Gran, I haven't been able to do it. So if we know anybody out there that knows how to do it, it's just a Bluetooth connection, but I don't know if it's an old APK or something. Yeah, I've tried it. I have the Granboard app installed on the device that I'm using to connect to the board, and it doesn't give me the Bluetooth connect option. Like, it doesn't connect to the board. So, but yeah, I have seen people say, "Oh yeah, it's easy. Just do this," and I'm like, "Well, that doesn't work anymore." So I don't know if their videos are recent. I think they might just be doing it to I don't know, get the likes, get the views. Yeah, the board only does Bluetooth. The device it connects to supports Wi-Fi though. I don't know. Maybe I get rid of my other dartboard and put a Granboard next to it. It might not be a bad idea. I'm not gonna butcher out the real, dartboard that I have for it. I just maybe swap it out or build a case. And I can do one of each. That actually isn't a bad idea. But yeah, I'll do some more digging. It's got to still be possible. I hope it is. But all right, I gotta call it quits. The wife's gotta I gotta see how they're doing with the baby and see who's going to bed. But but yeah, thanks. They just didn't. Okay, I'll update it. I'll update it tomorrow and see what happens. Yeah, thanks, man. I will. I'll talk to you later. I'll update it tomorrow, and then I'll hit you up on Discord if I think we get anywhere. Or I'll hit you up on Discord regardless if it works or doesn't. But yeah, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You have a great night too, sir.